What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Slime Quest TV. Today we're talking about networking, and we're going to be networking these Humminbird Helix units together. And it doesn't matter if you guys have a Helix unit or just a 800 or 900 series unit. These all network together the same way. And you can network a lot of things together. You can network just your units together. You can network to a Minn Kota for iPilot Link. You can, network to a Talon if you have a Talon in the back of your boat, as all one boat network, guys. That's why Humminbird is so nice to have on your guys' boat. And today we're networking together 3 Humminbird Helix units, and there's a couple reasons why I'm doing this. The first reason is so I can get all my waypoints onto this unit from my other units as I'm, if I drive past a piece of structure and I hit the mark button, it's going to put a waypoint there on my bigger screens there on the console. So if I come back trolling one day, I'm going to have those points waypointed on all my units. The next thing is, guys, this is a Helix 7 GPS unit. If I network this together with my main Humminbird Mega unit, I'm going to be able to get mega imaging off of this GPS Chirp 2D sonar version of the Helix. Saved a couple bucks doing that. And the next thing is, guys, with these internal GPSs, they are not the best GPSs out there, the most reliable and dead on, spot on. But the thing we're doing, guys, is networking these together so you can actually have a better GPS on your boat. I'm going to be having GPS units running on all 3 of these units, and it's going to give me better GPS coordinates when I mark waypoints and everything else. So that's a couple things, guys, why I'm doing this network system. And, the thing is, guys, it really depends if you guys are going to be networking 2 units together or 3 or more items. Because if you just have 2 units that you want to network together, all you need is one of these Ethernet dongles. Each individual unit takes a separate dongle. These are for the Helix series. They actually are for the 700, 800, 900, 1100 series and the Solix and Helix units. So this is a dongle that you're going to need, which is, I don't understand why you got to have this dongle, why you couldn't just run the straight Ethernet cable straight to the back of the unit. So every unit, you're going to need one of these dongles right here. And if you just have 2 units, you could have 2 of these dongles and one of these Ethernet cables and just hook both the dongles in the back of the units and hook this Ethernet cable to each of the ends of the dongles. And you're going to be networked together that way with 2 units. Now, if you do 2 or more units, you're going to need this Humminbird Ethernet 5-port switch. Now, this is not a cheap product. This is probably a $200 product. But the thing you can do with this is link together and network up to 5 items. Now, I could have 3 units networked through here and a Talon and my Minn Kota iPilot Link all linked together here, guys. So what we're going to do today is just get these all linked together. And I'm not going to show you guys all the boring stuff about running these wires, because all you got to do is put the dongle on the back of the unit, run this Ethernet cable right to this switch here, and once all the Ethernet cables are hooked to the 3 in here for the 3 units, you're going to be hooked together, guys, as a one-boat network, and you guys are going to have all the same access off each unit as you would the other. So it's something pretty cool, guys. Stick with us. And then as soon as I get all these wires ran, we're going to get into the units, and I'm going to show you how to get them networked together and everything else. Stick with us. Alright, guys, now that we got these out of the package, this is the dongle right here. It has the Ethernet connection. You can see this goes together just like this here and screws together so it won't come loose in the future. And this end right here fits in the back of the Humminbird unit itself. It just sticks. There's only one spot you can stick it in, one way to stick it in, but you pop this right in the back of your unit, and I'm going to go ahead and run this wire around the back of my boat through my little plastic here and get it over here to where these units and where I'm going to install this 5-port Ethernet switch. Alright, guys, now that I got all the Ethernet cables and dongles hooked to the back of each of the 3 units, I'm going to go ahead and open up this 5-port Ethernet switch here. And I got all 3 ends down here ready to go. Inside that box, we had the Ethernet 5-port switch. This is what's going to network all those together, and we have a power wire. These are the 3 cables right here from each of the units, right down here. I'm going to go ahead and screw these into port 1, 2, and 3, and Then we're going to get this power hooked up to the fuse panel, and we're going to get them units powered on. Just like that, guys. Unit 1, 2, and 3, all 3 helixes. Got room for 2 more, and this is the power cord. We're going to run it right up here to the fuse panel, and that's going to be it, guys. We're going to use these 2 ends right here just to push on the wires, and then we're going to push that right up to the positive and negative of the fuse panel. Alright guys, now that we got the 5-port Ethernet switch hooked up and all the Humminbirds dongled up and the Ethernet cables ran to that Humminbird 5-port Ethernet switch, we go ahead, turn on all your Humminbird units, and I'm going to show you the screen right now and how to go to the menu and set up the networking. So let's get to it. Alright guys, now that we got the unit on, all the units powered up, we're going to go ahead and hit this menu button twice, and we're going to scroll all the way over to the network. You're going to scroll on down to network source setup, arrow over to the right, and right here we have our actual network setup. We're to go ahead and we got 2D, down imaging, side imaging, and GPS if one of the units had an external GPS puck. But we have here all the units that we want to network to. We're going to go ahead for 2D. We're going to go to my 9. We're going to go to whatever transducer you want to pick up for your 2D down imaging, side imaging. We're actually going to go up and we're going to have 2D hooked to my Helix 9 SI GPS. That's going to be going off my front unit. Now we're going to go ahead and go over to down imaging, and the only one that has down imaging is my Gen 2 Helix 9. We're going to go ahead and hook my down imaging to that one, scroll back up, and we're actually going to go over to side imaging, and we're going to hook to my Gen 2 because we want the mega capabilities on here. So we got the side imaging on the Helix 9 Chirp GPS Gen 2 SI, and the rest of this stuff is we got enhanced GPS. We're gonna go ahead and hook that to both, or no, we can't do both. We're gonna go ahead and hook that up to the SI Gen 2, and that's really it, guys. We got all that hooked up. We can do temp. We're gonna go temp off of the transducer that is closer to the surface, which is my Gen 2 on the back of the boat. Temp 2, we're going to hook to the front GPS so we can get off that, so we can see both temperatures off there. Alright guys, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's as easy as that. All 3 units, all networked together. GPS signal is going to be better. All my waypoints are working together. All my previous saved routes and tracks, things like that, is all going to be on this unit, ready to go. And it's very simple, guys. Just a little power wire, a couple little cables ran around, and that's it. And you know, in that menu for that network setup menu, you could customize that completely, guys. You could have this going off whatever transducer. You can change it at any time. If I want to use the 2D transducer off my mega unit, I can change to the mega unit instead of the transducer on the trolling motor itself. All that stuff in that menu is customizable. Get familiar with it. Get on there and just kind of mess around with it and get to know your units. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this guys helped you guys. And please subscribe, guys. Got a ton more of these cool videos coming out, helpful videos. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you, guys.